Hey there, good Monday morning to you. I'm Evan Irani with your CBS 8 Plus extended forecast. Great day ahead across San Diego County, not trending too far above average. Inland valleys are a little warm, but as we get through the rest of the week, we're going to watch as temperatures slide. Over the course of the weekend, we just wrapped up a fantastic one. More mild conditions out there. You might remember last week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it was hot out there. Made it to 84 just under a week ago. And then we started to slide. Friday and Saturday of last week kind of dueled out for the coolest day of the week. This is at downtown San Diego International Airport. So if you're inland, these are not the temperatures you've been working with. They've been quite warm. But over the course of our Sunday, we warmed up a hair to 79 degrees. We're going for the low 80s. About 81 or so is what we should max out at this afternoon. Good amount of cloud cover out there, just patchy clouds mainly. Nothing too intense as far as fog goes, for example. We didn't really have much of it this morning. Chance tomorrow morning is at about literal 50% for us to see that marine layer redevelop. We are more than likely to instead see just those patchy clouds for the mornings to come. That's going to continue for another couple hours. By the time we get to about the noon hour, there's a chance that we hit the low 80s. Otherwise, we're cruising through the 70s. If we do hit 80, it's doubtful that we'll make it far above 80, maybe 81 degrees. Some of these models are a bit generous, putting us at 82, but most coastal communities will max out in the upper 70s and maybe hit that low 80 marker. Trough of low pressure sweeps around the Pacific Northwest, keeps moving east. Ridge of high pressure way off to the east of us. So this is what's creating these conditions overhead that allow for, number one, not too dramatic of a change in temperatures, but these kind of minor ups and downs. So the way that we're going to see that translated is that for today and tomorrow, these are our kind of standout warmer days out there. And then as we see this trough of low pressure sweep overhead, it'll push some cooler air our way. We'll see those temperatures slide a bit, and that ridge of high pressure will also move off to the east, which will help to give us some cooling weather for Wednesday through Friday. Saturday and Sunday are right around normal. So all in all, when we look at these ups and downs as far as your afternoon highs go, they're really not all that dramatic. They're minor kind of blips that we're talking about, but still worth the mention, of course. In that this afternoon, a lot of the 80s that you see and low 90s are going to be replaced with about 5 degrees of cooler temperatures by Wednesday. 92 for Ramona, 87 for Escondido. Along the coastline, we're not going to notice a change as much. 84 for La Mesa, 77 for Chula, and in Carlsbad, a high of 77 as well. All right, so here's the coastline. 5 degrees of change from this afternoon through Thursday afternoon. That's pretty notable in that today we're almost near 80, and we might hit that in downtown. Tomorrow we'll start that cooling. It'll be most noticeable for Thursday and Friday, and then the weekend we're starting to gain a little bit of warmth out there, but it's not really something to be harping on too much. We dropped by a little more than 5 degrees, 89 down to 82, so let's call it 7. We will see a small warm up for Friday through Sunday, but you see how these temperatures, 84, 85 degrees, tend to favor about average conditions for this time of year. This is very typical late summer-like weather. Humidity is going to likely climb a bit across the mountains and deserts for the end of the week, but we currently have about 10% or less than 10% chance of thunderstorms developing. So it's not something we're watching too strongly for. Temperatures across the mountains and deserts actually don't fluctuate all that much. After today, say tomorrow, 92, we have 2 degrees of change from Tuesday afternoon all the way through Monday of next week, which means that we're not going to be talking too much about the mountains and deserts. Apologies to you if you are living in either of those microclimates, but you're actually just enjoying this stretch of fair average weather. 109 is still very hot out there for Tuesday afternoon. We'll drop down to maybe 106 for Thursday, Friday, and then start to climb once again. But those changes are going to be a little bit more noticeable closer to our inland valleys in particular. All right, that is your 7-day forecast. If you'd like to examine any of these graphics in detail, you can go to our website, cbs8.com/weather. It's got them all laid out for you, and we update those articles really every few hours. If you want to update from us on the newscast, you can always watch the newscast. It's every weekday morning, starting at 5 a.m., 7 a.m. on the CW, and then you can also join us for our midday shows every day at 11 a.m. and noon. I'm Evan Irani with your CBS 8 Plus extended forecast. Hope your Monday is going swell.